Hey, what's going on with you? It's your boy Serrano. If you're new to the crew, make sure you get subscribed, get notified, join me for more videos. If you're already part of the crew, so today we're going to be talking about one of my phones that is my daily driver right now, the Oukitel C21. Now, I've been using it for about the last week now, but I've had it for, roughly about 2 months now. So I've been using it on and off and on, and it's been a really good budget device. I want to talk to you about some of the main things that separate it from other devices in this price point. $149. This is subject to change. I'll leave the cheapest link down below on Amazon, but the Oukitel C21 is actually a pretty solid device now that I've been using it for some time now. And, it's got a really nice build quality. I do keep a case on here most of the time. So with a case on there, it kind of feels more solid than it would without the case. I'm kind of scared to drop this thing, but it does have this really nice fade to blue from light blue to dark blue. That's a nice transition color on there. Looks really, really nice when you put it in the light. The branding on the bottom left-hand corner. Volume rockers, all plastic body. It's like a unibody. Pretty nice design, curved back. You get your light sensor at the top, so no headphone jack on this device. That's one of the things I didn't like about it. But you do get facial recognition on here, which works like 99.99% of the time. And it's quick. It works really, really quickly. As soon as I look at the phone, it's unlocked in the blink of an eye. The fingerprint sensor is also very good too. So you get some good security on this device as far as when you're using the phone outdoors and you don't want people to hack into your information. Really nice security features. The fingerprint placement kind of reminds me of the Note 8. I don't know if you guys remember the Note 8 where they put the fingerprint sensor next to the camera, but this is like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 all over again. But for me, I have trained my finger to find that fingerprint sensor. I don't have any issues with it. They could have probably found a better spot for it, but for me, it's not really a big deal with this phone. So I really like that. It's convenient. You could use either one, the front or the rear, for security. Now, this device does have one of the best displays that I've ever laid eyes on in the budget price point. It's a 1080 full HD display, 23 by 10 with 398 pixels per inch, a high density display, guys. So you're going to be getting really bright, really punchy, colorful colors popping out at you. The screen does get super bright as well, so sometimes I gotta wear these blue light glasses just to look at the dang screen most of the time. But it's got a really beautiful panel on the front. One of the things I don't like is sometimes when I squeeze it, and I only notice this when I don't have the case on, I'll hear like a creaking noise. It's not happening right now. I think it has to do with the volume rocker and the power button not having give. They kind of move around a little bit, which is fine, but just an observation, nothing too crazy. So the headphone jack is missing. So that's one of the things I don't like. The buttons kind of wiggle, and overall the build quality, feel in the hand is really nice, but with the case you won't even notice that they wiggle because the case kind of holds it in place. But we do get a hole punch notch on here with a 20, I believe this is a 20 megapixel front facing camera made by Samsung, the ISO camera. So I guess they got this from Samsung, the camera, bought it off of them for, some spare parts or whatever, but did a really good job assembling this device. Now we're going to talk more about the overall build quality. Overall is all plastic. So the punch hole is right at the top hand left corner. Like I said, 84% screen to body ratio, guys. 2.3 curved glass. This device looks really good at any angle you throw at it, even outdoors most of the time. So the performance of this device is really smooth overall. You're going to be able to enjoy some really beautiful colorful video. Also the gaming on here is exceptional when it comes to the budget price point. I just felt the creak. I don't know if that was the button or the phone, but I just felt it. Now the performance is really smooth, second to none in the budget price point, especially for this price point. There's not many phones better than it at this price point. So like I said, 4 gigabytes of RAM. I feel it right here. Maybe it's like there might be like if you have the Oukitel C21, touch right here and let me know if it like creaks in right there. But I think that's the sweet spot where I'm getting most of that noise from that I was talking about. It kind of creaks right there. So there's like a hollow spot. But other than that, the build is good. Helio P60, 4 gigabytes of RAM. This device is very snappy. Overall, the performance is very user-friendly. You can get a gallery app on here, which I will leave a link down below. It's called Game Mode Gallery, I believe, but I'll definitely double check that, leave a link. But one of the other things I don't like is you can't get a app drawer unless you download a third-party launcher. So I did download Hyperion launcher, and all I had to do was go into the settings. After I downloaded the Hyperion launcher, I had my Google feed on there, but you can go to apps right here, then go to default apps when you go to default apps right here, you can choose the home app. It's set to quick step, which is the default launcher. I just set Hyperion launcher as my main launcher. The only thing with that is you're stuck with the home touch buttons down below. You can't use the all screen navigation, which I don't have any issues with, but you can see I get my Google feed. You get the app drawer, so it's pretty snappy. I'm gonna make a video showing you how to some apps you definitely need to download on this thing, but altogether this is really snappy with a launcher on it. Hyperion launcher is really good on this device, so if you were looking to get an app drawer, I would definitely recommend that. But it's not something I don't like because you could still customize it, so that's up in the air, you know, if you prefer to have one or not. Wallpapers on here look amazing, so the phone is packed with a beautiful set of wallpapers on here. The marketing team or the illustration team did a really good job, you know, bringing these to life on this phone. They come out really good. They come out really punchy. I kind of like this rose one and this globe one, but all the wallpapers look solid. What else can I say? As far as the camera performance, now on the cameras, when you open up the cameras, and we'll get into battery life right after that, because I definitely want to touch on the battery. I had a full, you know, week with this thing, so I could definitely talk about the battery more. But you get a bokeh for the front and rear. Go to extras, you get black and white for photos, filter for, you know, like looking at your face in different types of light and colors and saturation. The macro cameras on here as well, beauty mode and video mode. Now, when it comes to the video mode, guys, you don't get like wide angle or anything of that nature. So that's the only thing, but you don't get macro video either. So you just get the standard camera, bokeh, which is pretty cool. Now the cameras come out really clear, punchy, beautiful. It's not gonna be the best camera system that I've ever seen in the world, but I was actually able to use this camera to take some really good pictures, and I will leave some of the pictures down below that I did take on this device. Now, as far as the battery life, I definitely want to touch on the battery life. It's a battery that's a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and I'll show you my screen on time screenshot, which I was able to capture, and it shows me the amount of time that my phone was in use during the day, and it tells me that I was using my phone for a day and 2 hours, and I had 15% left. And that was with 4 hours and 36 minutes screen on time. It said I was using YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Spotify a lot, which I was. But the only things that I don't like about this device is there's like a hollow spot, like right here. Make sure you feel your Oukitel after you watch this video or while you're watching it. And I think it's like dead center. But with the case on, you won't feel it. The buttons also wiggle, so that's another thing. This device doesn't have, let me see, I think this device has NFC on it if I'm not mistaken. I know that the Cubot X30 had it, so let me just make sure. I believe this one doesn't have NFC, because for $149 that would be like a complete steal. Yeah, so it doesn't have NFC, but it does have screencast, screen share, nearby share. You can actually go to hotspot custom. You can get hotspot with Cricket Wireless, Metro by T-Mobile. Screen recording, which is really cool. I'm gonna use that to show you some of the videos in this phone, guys. But the other things I would say that I don't like is that I wish I had 128 gigabytes of internal storage like the Cubot X30. But other than that, this phone actually performs very well. And if they included that headphone jack, that would be excellent. But I think that's about it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace.